unsung geniuses, gods of the forge, getting up at 6:15 in the morning to fire up the coffee maker, mouthing silent prayers that they will live to see the next day, and the one after that, and then Sarah's graduation, and then nullified. But not me, dear diary, lucky diary, undeserving diary. From this day forward, you will travel on the greatest adventure yet undertaken by a nervous average man 69 inches in height, 160 pounds in heft, with a slightly dangerous body mass index of 23.9. Why from this day forward? Because yesterday I met Eunice Park, and she will sustain me through forever. Take a long look at me, diary. What do you see? A slight man with a gray, sunken battleship of a face, curious wet eyes, a giant gleaming forehead on which a dozen cavemen could have painted something nice, a sickle of a nose perched atop a tiny puckered mouth, and from the back, a growing bald spot whose shape perfectly replicates the great state of Ohio, with its capital city, Columbus, marked by a deep brown mole. Slight. Slightness is my curse in every sense. A so-so body in a world where only an incredible one will do. A body at the chronological age of 39, already racked with too much LDL cholesterol, too much ACTH hormone, too much of everything that dooms the heart, sunders the liver, explodes all hope. A week ago, before Eunice gave me reason to live, you wouldn't have noticed me, diary. A week ago, I did not exist. A week ago, at a restaurant in Turin, I approached a potential client, a classically attractive, high-net-worth individual. He looked up from his wintry bollito misto, looked right past me, looked back down at the boiled lovemaking of his 7 meats and 7 vegetable sauces, looked back up, looked right past me again. It is clear that for a member of upper society to even remotely notice me, I must first fire a flaming arrow into a dancing moose, or be kicked in the testicles by a head of state. And yet, Lenny Abramov, your humble diarist, your small non-entity, will live forever. The technology is almost here. As the Life Lovers Outreach Coordinator, Grade G, of the Post-Human Services Division of the Stotling-Wapachung Corporation, I will be the first to partake of it. I just have to be good, and I have to believe in myself. I just have to stay off the trans fats and the hooch. I just have to drink plenty of green tea and alkalinized water and submit my genome to the right people. I will need to regrow my melting liver, replace the entire circulatory system with smart blood, and find someplace safe and warm, but not too warm, to while away the angry seasons and the holocausts. And when the earth expires, as it surely must, I will leave it for a new earth, greener still, but with fewer allergens. And in the flowering of my own intelligence, some 10 to the 32nd years hence, when our universe decides to fold in on itself, my personality will jump through a black hole and surf into a dimension of unthinkable wonders, where the things that sustained me on Earth 1.0, tortelli lucchese, pistachio ice cream, the early works of the Velvet Underground, smooth tanned skin pulled over the soft Baroque architecture of 20-something buttocks, will seem as laughable and infantile as building blocks, baby formula, a game of Simon Says Do This. That's right. I am never going to die, caro diario. Never, 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 never. And you can go to hell for doubting me. Yesterday was my last day in Rome. Got up around 11. Cafe macchiato at the bar that has the best honey brioche. The neighbor's 10-year-old anti-American kid screaming at me from his window. No global, no way. Warm cotton towel of guilt around my neck for not getting any last-minute work done. My apparat buzzing with contacts.